are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. So they told me you're headed to the airport.
Yes, I'm in a car on the way to the airport.
So you're on.
Boston. Pretty sure it's it.
Where are you headed to? You're on tour, right?
Yes, I'm sure. And everyone left. I had some stuff to finish up in New York, so I'm flying to meet the bus. They're driving right now.
Oh gosh, lifestyle must be crazy.
I'm a little tired. I'm a little out of it. So.
Well, I checked out your show in LA a couple weeks ago, and you blew me away on stage. I was very impressed with your performance, so great job.
Thank you.
What inspires you musically?
Everything. I mean, I love the Beatles, my favorite bands, and musically, inspiration comes from everywhere. I mean, you can't. It's too hard to define.
As far as your lyrics go, do you take it from like everyday life scenarios you go through and relationships you have?
Yeah. I mean, the record's very much about it's just on my life. It's I'd say it's almost autobiographical, but it's also written very metaphorically. So it's just honest and true as everything is. It's written in a metaphoric kind of way.
Okay.
So not every line is meant to be taken literally.
Exactly. Well, how do you prepare for a show before hitting the stage?
I don't really do anything.
You don't?
Put on my shoes. the last step.
You don't have any like rituals you do with your band?
Sorry?
You don't have any rituals you do with your band?
No. I'm sitting backstage and it's time to go on. All right, fucking rock, guys. See you in about an hour.
Okay. So what came first, the want to act or the want to make music?
Music.
Music, definitely.
I mean, technically, I've been acting since I was 3, so I've done it my whole life, but it's not something that I chose, I got put into it, and I enjoy it. But it's a job, it's a job that I enjoy, and music is a passion and a need, and something I've done my entire life. It's just, now news to the public, but, I've been writing since I was 5 and singing since I can remember.
Exactly. Like, acting and music are just so different, so do you ever get nervous when going on stage?
No.
Never?
No, I love it. I love what I do, so, I mean, there's an adrenaline rush, but I wouldn't call it nerves.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, I probably know the answer already, but if you could only choose between music or acting for the rest of your life, which would it be?
Oh, music. I mean, that's all I've ever wanted to do. I mean, hopefully, I'll be able to tour and make records for the rest of my life. That's the goal. When I'm able to have, records released and put out and people will hear it or not, who knows? But I know that I'll be writing and making music at least for myself for the rest of my life. Yep. It's something I could never give up.
Perfect. Now, as far as your style goes, do you think you've changed your image to mirror your music, or does your style represent who you truly are?
No, I'd say my style definitely reflects who I am in a way, I guess so much talk about it, but, when you look at pictures of me when I was, 12 years old in the bedroom, like, I look the same, I have the same type of style, the same makeup, the same, my public image on the show, and then my characters is not who I am, it is a character, and I think it's something for people to. It's a transitional period for the public and my fans to see me outside of my character and realize that, I am very different than Johnny Humphrey.
Exactly. Everybody thinks you're that same person. So going into my next question, what do you think is the main thing that the public misconstrues about who you are?
Well, a lot. I think the biggest thing. The press, the tabloids, I feel like everything I say gets misconstrued and spun into some sort of story that is not what I meant to say. I'm very sarcastic, and I'm slowly realizing that sarcasm doesn't translate in print.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think, just the articles and the way that, the tabloids and whatever spin things, I think people get the wrong impression of me. But, I think people know that also, too. I think people know that tabloids are all kinds of bullshit, and, they're meant to be entertaining.
Exactly.
They're not fact.
I agree. Not only that, you're 17, right?
Yes.
And you're having fun. Just because you're in the eye of the media doesn't mean you can't be yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I've always said, and particularly, like, there was a point where I was being, dressed by a stylist and being kind of molded into the, through the industry, to this thing that I was, quote, supposed to be, and kind of freaked out. Like, if you're gonna be in the public eye and have a career like this, that, your whole life is visual to the world. Like, if you're not being yourself, like, it'll destroy you.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's the only thing I can say is just that I'm not going to change who I am or how I speak or how I dress, anything, no matter what the criticism is for, because it is who I am. Not everyone has to like me. It's fine,
Yeah. I love that mindset. So, if you could describe your style in one word, what would it be?
Oh, God, I don't know. Extreme and eclectic. It's 2 words. Extreme and eclectic, I guess so. I like to push the boundaries of fashion, and I wear a lot of vintage. I mix and match a lot of shit. But most of my wardrobe is black or dark. I don't have a lot of color, but I don't know. It's a lot of vintage, remade, like, and reworked. A lot of kind of thrift store pieces, kind of random pieces. So eclectic, but extreme. I'm an extremist.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you have a dream collaborator?
Well, I mean, there's so many wonderful artists that I'd love to work with. I mean, I would love to write a song with Noel Gallagher. That would be unbelievable. I love Oasis. I think he's just a great, great writer. And that would be amazing.
Definitely. What about anybody who's maybe dead, too?
John Lennon is, like, my hero. But, unfortunately. You'll never see the day.
So, some people have been comparing you to Courtney Love. What's your reaction to that?
I think it's cool. I think I'm a great fan. I think, I think that the comparison is kind of, it's a surface comparison, like, there's not a lot of female-fronted rock bands, particularly, we're both blondes, So I understand it, but I think it's more, the look of it, because if you listen, our record really isn't, and wasn't influenced by Hole, and really, musically, and song-wise, they're very, very different than the Hole records, like our record is. So I think it's more of an image comparison than music.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Do you feel you've matured quicker than most people your age since you've grown up in the eye of the media?
I mean, it definitely adds an aspect, not just the eye of the media, but just working from such a young age, which it isn't just this industry. There's lots of people, lots of kids who start working at a young age, and
yeah.
I think that definitely affects who you are and how you grow up and how you perceive the world. So I think that in that way, it's definitely affected me in some way, whatever that means. But I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if that makes me older or not, but I definitely I think of the world totally different than some other 17-year-olds.
Oh yeah, for sure. You've experienced so much more, so there you go.
Yeah, I mean, your experiences shape who you are. So I think
exactly.
There's something to be said for that, but whatever that means, I don't fucking know. I just
Oh, God. Okay, so when you're not working or on tour and, like, with this crazy schedule, what do you do for fun?
Well, I'm kind of working all the time. It hasn't really been a break. I write songs. We watch a lot of South Park on the bus.
Okay.
So that's fun. We watch a lot of DVDs to kill time. And honestly, I like playing music. I like writing music, so that is what I would do in my spare time,
Yeah, definitely. Now, do you have a message for your fans out there?
I mean, be yourself, it's the best person you can be, whatever that means. And not everyone's gonna like you, and that's fucking fine. There's not one person on this planet who everyone likes. Even if it may appear that way, there's always someone who's gonna hate you, so just don't worry about it.